Are you over 60? And have you ever caught yourself staring at the ceiling at night, thinking, is this it? Is this what the rest of my life is supposed to feel like? Because nobody really prepares you for this part, right? Nobody sits you down and says, hey, one day, the noise is going to fade. The calls will slow down. The busy days will turn into quiet mornings. And you'll be left alone with your thoughts more than ever before. And in that silence, everything gets louder. The regrets, the memories, the what-ifs, the could-have-beens. And it hits you out of nowhere, like a punch you didn't see coming. And suddenly, you're not afraid of getting older. You're afraid of feeling invisible, a feeling like your best days are behind you, like you're just existing, not living. And listen, if that thought has ever crossed your mind even for a second, then this right here might be the most important conversation you'll hear today, because there are people out there in their 70s, laughing harder than people in their 30s, waking up with energy, purpose, excitement. And then there are others who have everything on paper, money, house, family, and still feel empty inside. And the difference between those two lives, it's not luck, it's not genetics, it's not some secret only a few people know. It comes down to 5 pillars, just 5. Miss even one, and things start to feel off, heavy, like something's missing. But get them right, even if you start late, even if you messed up before, and life can still feel surprisingly good. Almost like you found a second chance you didn't think you'd get. And I want to tell you about a man named Walter, 72 years old, retired engineer. Sharp mind, good savings, beautiful home. Everything looked perfect from the outside, but one afternoon, he sat across from his friend and said something that stuck. He said, I spent my whole life building a career, and now I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my days. And man, that right there, that's the quiet crisis nobody talks about. Because when purpose disappears, life doesn't just slow down, it starts to feel meaningless, like you're drifting, like you're just filling time instead of living it. And that's pillar number 1, purpose. Yeah, I know, it sounds like a big word, like something reserved for motivational speakers. But in real life, purpose is simple. It's the reason you get out of bed when you don't have to. It's that small thing that gives your day direction. And here's the twist. Most people think purpose ends with retirement. Like once the job is gone, the role is gone. But that's not true. Not even close. Purpose doesn't retire. It just changes shape. It could be teaching, helping, creating, learning, even just showing up for someone who needs you. And the crazy part is, you don't find purpose sitting around waiting for it. You build it, piece by piece, choice by choice. Even if it feels awkward at first, even if you don't know where to start, because the moment you feel useful again, something shifts inside you, your energy comes back, your mind wakes up, you feel alive. And then there's pillar number 2, health. And let's not sugarcoat it. This one hits hard, because a lot of people ignore their health when they're younger, thinking they'll deal with it later. And then later shows up, and it's not so easy anymore. The body gets stiff, energy drops, sleep gets weird, and you start realizing that the things you took for granted, walking freely, moving without pain, even breathing deeply, those things matter more than anything else. And regret creeps in, that quiet voice saying, I should have taken better care of myself. But here's the part most people don't realize. Your body is still listening. Even now, even after 60, it still responds. Maybe not like it did at 25, sure, but it responds. You start walking a little more, stretching, drinking water, cutting back on junk, and slowly, almost quietly, things begin to improve. And with that improvement comes hope. And hope changes everything. Because when your body feels better, your mood lifts, your confidence grows. You're more likely to step outside, to talk, to engage. And that brings us to pillar number 3, connection. And this one might be the most dangerous when it's missing, because loneliness doesn't announce itself. It sneaks in, slowly, subtly. One less phone call, one missed gathering, one friend who moves away, one loss. And suddenly, the circle gets smaller, the house gets quieter, and the silence starts to feel heavy. like it's pressing on you, and you tell yourself you're fine. You get used to it. But deep down, something feels off. Because humans, no matter the age, are wired for connection. We need conversation, laughter, shared moments, even simple things like someone asking, "How was your day?" and meaning it. And if that's missing, life starts to feel cold. And here's the truth. Waiting for people to come to you doesn't work. You have to take that step, make that call, join that group, reconnect with someone you haven't spoken to in years. Yeah, it might feel awkward. Yeah, you might hesitate. But do it anyway, because on the other side of that discomfort is warmth, real human connection. And then comes pillar number 4, mindset. And this one is powerful. Because two people can be in the exact same situation, same age, same circumstances, and live completely different emotional lives. One sees loss, limitation, the end of something. The other sees freedom, opportunity, a new chapter. And the difference is not what happened to them, it's how they interpret it. Because mindset is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing where to focus your attention. You can replay regrets all day, or you can start asking, what can I still do? What's still possible? What can I build from here? And that shift, that small mental pivot, can turn everything around. And finally, pillar number 5, financial peace, not wealth. Not luxury peace, because money stress doesn't disappear with age. In fact, sometimes it gets louder, and it drains your mental energy, your sense of security, your ability to relax. And while you don't need to be rich to be happy, you do need stability. You need to feel like you're okay, like you can handle what life throws at you. And that often comes from simple discipline, managing what you have, avoiding unnecessary pressure. Maybe even creating small streams of income, if possible. Because when that pressure eases even a little, your whole outlook shifts. You breathe easier, you think clearer, you live better. And when you put all 5 of these pillars together, purpose, health, connection, mindset, and financial peace, something incredible happens. Life doesn't just continue, it improves. It becomes richer, deeper, more meaningful even now. Even at this stage. And maybe you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but I've already made mistakes. And sure, who hasn't? We all have chapters we wish we could rewrite, decisions we regret, time we wish we used differently. But here's the thing, you're still here. And as long as you're here, there's still time to adjust, to rebuild, to reconnect, to create something better than what you thought was possible. And maybe that's the biggest surprise of all. That your best days might not be behind you. They might still be ahead, waiting for you to claim them. So if this hits you, even just a little, I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself honestly, which pillar am I neglecting right now? And don't overthink it. Just be real with yourself. Then drop it in the comments. Yeah, I'm serious. Type it out, because saying it out loud, even in a comment, makes it real. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, someone who's been quiet lately, someone who might be struggling, but not saying it, share this with them, because sometimes a simple message can reach someone at the exact moment they need it. And as a final thought, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start small. Start messy. Start today. Because life doesn't reward waiting. It rewards action, even imperfect action. And if you really want to make this message powerful on your channel, here's a strong suggestion. Build your video with emotional pacing. Don't rush the message. Let the pauses breathe. Use soft background music that rises during key emotional moments. Show visuals that reflect real life, not perfection, but authenticity. A quiet room, a slow walk, a smile returning. Use close-up shots to create intimacy. And keep your editing tight. No long gaps, no wasted seconds. Every moment should either build emotion, deliver value, or deepen connection. Hook your audience in the first 5 seconds. No logos, no long intros. Just straight into the question. Make them feel seen, understood, and a little shaken. And then, guide them gently toward hope. Because that emotional journey from discomfort to possibility, that's what keeps people watching. That's what makes them share. And that's what turns a simple video into something unforgettable. And here's something most people won't admit. Sometimes, it's not the big problems that make old age feel miserable. It's the accumulation of small neglects. The conversations you didn't have. The chances you didn't take. The habits you ignored. The people you slowly drifted away from. And one day, it all adds up. Not in a dramatic explosion, but in a quiet realization that something feels missing. And that's why awareness is so powerful. Because the moment you become aware of these 5 pillars, you start seeing your life differently. You notice where you've been holding back, where you've been avoiding change, where you've been settling. And that awareness, even if it stings a little, is actually the beginning of something better. Because now you have a choice. You can continue on autopilot, letting days blend into each other. Or you can take control, even in small ways. Even in ways that don't look impressive to others, but feel meaningful to you. Like calling an old friend, just to say hey. Like stepping outside for a short walk, instead of staying in. Like trying something new, even if you feel a little silly doing it. Because those small actions repeated over time create momentum. And momentum is what pulls you out of that stuck feeling and into something more alive, more present, more fulfilling. And yeah, there will be days when you don't feel like it. Days when the couch feels more comfortable than effort. Days when doubt creeps in and tells you it's too late. That change is pointless, but don't listen to that voice. That voice is not truth. It's just fear trying to keep you in a familiar place. Even if that place isn't making you happy. And growth, real growth, always feels uncomfortable at first. But that discomfort is a sign you're moving, that you're not stuck anymore. And that matters more than anything. So, if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Not a loud dramatic one, but a quiet nudge. A reminder that your story is still unfolding. That you still have influence over how it feels, how it looks, how it ends. And maybe the goal isn't to have a perfect old age. Maybe the goal is to have a meaningful one. One where you feel something, where you connect, where you grow, where you look back and say, yeah, I kept going. I didn't give up on myself. And that right there is something to be proud of. So take a breath, look at where you are, not with judgment, but with honesty. And then take one step, just one, toward a better direction. And then another tomorrow, and another after that. Because that's how change happens. Not all at once, but over time, quietly, steadily, until one day you realize things feel different, lighter, better. And if you made it this far, don't just scroll away. Take a second, comment the word START if you're ready to take that first step. Because commitment begins with a decision, even a small one. And share this with someone who might need that push. Because sometimes the best thing we can do is remind each other that it's not over, not yet, not even close. Listen, if you really want this video to blow up, not just get views, but actually hit people deep, make them stop scrolling, make them watch till the end, make them comment, share, and come back again, then you have to understand one thing very clearly. You are not just making a video. You are creating an emotional experience. That's the game, not information, motion. Because people don't share information. They share what makes them feel something. So, from the very first second, you have to grab their attention like their life depends on it. No intro logo. No slow build-up. No welcome back to the channel. No. Cut all that out. Start with a question that hits straight to the heart. Something that makes them pause, mid-scroll, and think, wait, that's me. And when you ask that question, don't rush it. Let it breathe. Let that silence sit for a second. Because that pause, that's where curiosity builds. Then, immediately follow it with a line that creates tension. Maybe a little fear, maybe a little shock. Something that makes them feel like they need to keep watching, or they'll miss something important. That's how you lock them in. Now, here's where most people mess up. Pacing. If your video feels slow for even 5 seconds, you lose them. Attention is fragile. You need constant movement, but not chaos. Controlled energy. Mix short punchy sentences with slightly longer emotional ones. Fit them with abrupt lines, like, and then, it's gone. Or nobody tells you this. These little breaks reset attention. Use storytelling like you're talking to one person, not a crowd. Make it feel personal, intimate, like you're sitting right in front of them, having a real conversation. And don't sound robotic. Mix formal and casual, naturally, like real Americans do. Say things like, "Here's the thing," or "Let me be real with you for a second," or "This might sound crazy," but these phrases make it feel human, relatable, not scripted, and emotions. This is where you win or lose. You need layers. Start with curiosity, then slowly bring in concern, maybe a little fear. Then hit them with recognition. "This is exactly how I feel." Then give them relief, hope, something uplifting. It's like a roller coaster. Up, down, up, down. If it's flat, it's boring. And don't be afraid to use contrast. Show the pain clearly before you show the solution. Talk about loneliness, regret, feeling invisible, because that's real. But don't leave them there. Always pull them back with hope, with possibility, with a sense that it's not too late. That emotional transition is what keeps them watching till the end. Now visually, don't just talk show. Use real-life footage, a quiet room, an old man sitting alone, a slow walk in the park, a smile returning. These visuals don't just support your words, they amplify them. And timing matters. When you say something emotional, match it with the right visual at the exact moment. That synchronization creates impact. Add soft background music, but don't overpower the voice. Let it rise during emotional peaks and drop during important lines. Silence is powerful too. Don't be afraid to use it. Engagement. You have to earn it, not beg for it. Don't just say, "Comment below." Instead, ask something personal, something specific, like, "Which pillar are you struggling with right now?" Or, "When was the last time you felt truly happy?" These questions make people reflect. And when people reflect, they comment. And when they comment, the algorithm pushes your video more. Also, remind them subtly to share, but make it meaningful. Like, "Send this to someone who needs to hear it today." That's powerful. That feels real. And here's a big one. Retention strategy. Every 20 to 30 seconds, you need a mini hook, a reason to keep watching. It could be a question, a surprising fact, a shift in tone, or even a simple line like, "But here's where it gets interesting." These small hooks keep resetting attention. Without them, people drift away. Also, your ending matters just as much as your beginning. Don't just fade out. End strong. End with something that lingers in their mind, something they'll think about after the video ends. That's what creates impact. Now think long-term. Don't just make one video. Build a style, a voice, a feeling that people recognize. When they click your video, they should know exactly what kind of emotional journey they're about to experience. That's how channels grow. Consistency and feeling, not just content. Study channels like Golden Wisdom After 60, but don't copy them. Understand why they work. It's the pacing, the tone, the relatability, the emotional depth. Then make it your own. Add your personality, your rhythm, your storytelling style, and finally, authenticity. This is the secret most people ignore. If you don't feel what you're saying, your audience won't either. Don't just read a script. Experience it. Pause where it feels natural. Add slight imperfections. That's what makes it human. Perfect is boring. Real is powerful. So speak like you mean it, like you've lived it, like you understand them. Because your audience, especially older audiences, they can tell when something is fake. And once trust is broken, it's hard to get back. So remember this. Hook them fast, keep the pacing tight, hit emotions deep, guide them with hope, engage them naturally, and deliver it all in a voice that feels real. Do that consistently, and you won't just get views. You'll build something much bigger, something people come back to, something that actually matters.